Good morning, guys. A great morning to all of those who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. In the world. I'm just coming out of Guyana, but I'm the realest thing in the world. Yeah. So, something's dawned upon me, and it's been circling about. And I asked myself, where are we? And sometimes this morning when I'm thinking about the header to associate the PNC's evil, the only thing I could have found, the word I could have found to associate with their actions is evil. Because they're a mostly Christian party. And if you were to look at Christianity and what Christianity stands for, you realize the only association or listing that you can associate the PNC's actions with is evil. Because there's no explanation. Devious and conniving don't have enough of a construct to suggest their actions. It's evil. A deliberate ploy to destroy a country and its people. It's evil. Simple. I can't figure out nothing else to, like, when I see PNC people in action, the only thing you could associate with evil. I like me. When you look at me, the way I speak, the things I've done, you could say I'm an asshole. I know in most cases I'm an asshole. I'm willing to accept that. But how do you list me as an asshole? Because I'm brutally and viciously honest. You can't take what I'm telling you and you consider me to be an asshole. I consider me to be an asshole at times. Now let's look at the PNC. Clear intent on doing things to bring harm, injury, or damages to people, their country. No ever show of care. What do we list that as? Naive? Loose? No, it's evil. When you could come and look at a country like ours and where it's going and say nothing is happening for anybody, to daunt the hopeful spirit, to oppress those who are trying to rise up. No, don't take the money, don't do this, don't do that. Nothing else is closer to evil than the PNC's actions. The PNC is similar to an oppressive child father. The PNC could be listed as, I've called them many times, a criminal entity. Every time there's some association with illegality or something, they rise up and speak and support it. There's no blurred lines as it relates to the PNC's evil. They're just plain evil. Now, I try to make sense out of it. By the way, I campaigned, voted, and supported the PNC between 2011 and 2015. Facilitated in them coming to power. Then I look back at what myself and anybody gained between 2015 to 2020. Nothing. So a new era has dawned upon us from 2020. And I personally have been afforded the opportunity of a new, nurturing environment that has gained me considerable amount of success. So bear in mind, I was going through a hard time. 2010, 2008, 2009, 2010. Not to say some of my personal doings wouldn't have caused that. I might not have been mature enough. I was still whoring and drinking the rum all about the place, partying, not friends, poor management of business. Somewhere around 2011, I decided to support the PNC. I believe what they said. I used to lament Orange Walk, and I believe the fact that the PPP was corrupt. I believed. There was plenty corruption, massive thieving. Wow. I believe what I said. I supported them. I campaigned for them. The PNC, yes. And then we went on to win elections, 2015, where everybody, man, woman, and child, everybody who put the effort into putting the PNC in power saw the PNC rear its evil face. Like it was a reenactment and a rememorization of the 60s. Raised the salary, everything was about the PNC, was about pomp and ceremony. We saw it. So I was suffering. Then 2015, I went on to suffer more. Then 2020 come. We had COVID, and through COVID, we were one of the only countries climbing in this manner. Now, bear in mind, the PNC had half of the COVID, and the PPP had half of the COVID. People forget that. Many more of you would have died from hunger and frustration and bankruptcy hadn't the PPP coming into power at the time it came into power. Nobody gives credit for that. Because the PNC's program was locked down, shut up, close off, don't do anything, do not move. And Guyanese didn't have that amount of saving to survive for that extended period of time without moving. They could not have figured out where to get vaccines from. They didn't know anything. They said, don't move. It brought on real hardships. Nobody remembers that. One of the pillars or one of the things that you could fall back to see the different management between the PNC and the PPP is COVID. They had it half in a close period of time to manage. The PNC, PPP, as soon as they came into power, the PNC locked down the whole place, had no plan, didn't do anything. The PPP open up the place right away, start implementing certain initiatives that brought back a breath of fresh air to the people who were in a chokehold at the time. People could not breathe with the PNC's agenda. Nothing changed with the death rate. The death rate didn't go up. And the suffragation was alleviated right away. Why the term evil with the PNC? Tell me. The PNC had the same. Now, remember, Alec, now, with the transformation that's happening in this country, you could say the PPP got oil money. But what did the PPP have that the PNC didn't have between 2019 and 2020 in managing the COVID? If the PNC's intention was not literally evil, why did they not do what the PPP did? Open up the place, do whatever deal you gotta do for get vaccines for your people, get people out back again. Nobody hears about that. Nobody speaks about that because it's worrying. It is worrying. If you do a comparative analysis, did more people die when the PPP opened up? Why then? Now bear in mind, all that change is the policy of the day. All the people in the health sector were the same people. The same doctors, the same nurses. The policy that came down from the top changed. The minister changed, but everybody in the health sector were the same people. So the PNC had a policy that didn't care about people, didn't care about the economy. At the time, they were concentrating how they could lock people down and steal the elections. They put politics first. After the PPP came to power, immediately they opened up the country. Immediately they went and signed deals that were frowned upon to get vaccines to help us. Even that. Imagine the PNC was against us getting vaccines to save the lives of our people. Ain't them people evil? No. We will go into what is evils incarnate. I want you to listen to this. This is recently. Hello.
Hello. Where you going?
But it turned on the thing in the background, man.
I just found it. Sorry about that.
Talk to me.
All right. I am living miles away from Guyana, but I can tell you that during that election fiasco, I cried every day. My heart was bleeding because I know what was going on, because I was home for 6 months over here because of COVID. And I could have only stayed home because I had a little extra in my pocket to take care of things. What happened to Guyanese? I don't know. I don't have words to explain it.
It was hard. It was hard. More people died from the suffering that they were placed under than COVID itself. It was hard.
I can tell
because
you,
people don't know. If your body, like any other virus, if your body's strong and they got the nutrients, you survive the cold, you survive the flu. A lot of Guyanese did not survive the COVID down at the bottom end because they could not have nourished their body adequately. It was locked down. It was prison.
I tell you, when I think about what would have happened to Guyana had those people held on to power, I don't know. I might have, as I said, I don't live there, but every ounce of my body is in Guyana. I don't know if I might commit suicide, because that thing was painful to look at what was happening to Guyana. It was painful, and it would have get worse because all they were hell bent on just stay in power and F the country up, if I can use that word.
I hear you, buddy.
Take care, man.
Now, can you remember that? You forget? Do a comparative analysis of the management of COVID alone. Don't worry, because there's a vast variation now in the development in the country as a result of the infusion of cash we have from our oil fund. So there's a vast difference as to what can be done by a PPP government and what could have been done by a PNC government. Or let's leave that out. Let's just go back to the management of COVID, which was a certain period of time, and both governments had the same resources at the time. One had an evil intent on staying in power, and the other, immediately when they came into power, tried to do everything to alleviate hardships from the people. That is the difference between the PNC and the PPP. Now, I want you to listen to this woman, and I'll give an explanation. So this is former Minister Simona Brooms, who's a very outspoken minister. The same Simona Brooms that took away, that oversee the taking away of mining lands from North poor people. That basically oversaw the destruction of the mining industry, the decline of the mining industry. Simona Brooms has something to say. Listen to her. This is recently at a gathering they had.
That's a choice between the birds or to eat. The times are so hard. When you put the birds on your check to eat, you gotta make a choice. And that is a problem for all of us. And that's why I'm excited to see all you there. You know, the crowd might couldn't come here because when you open your mouth all y'all are follow with these stinks of quarry. So I am really happy that he's not here tonight. Because when that open his mouth, that's another cost to live in.
No. This is a former minister who has nothing to say. She can't say, like me, I could come and pontificate what I have done in this country, how I've contributed to this country, outside of waking up on the morning program and ranting every day. I could say, I fed the poor. I have helped this individual with this. I have done this. I have done that. This is a woman that the high point of she life is coming out in protest in front of me house to lie on me to suggest I was a racist. That was the high point of her life. This is a ghetto rat. A sketchy past woman that been brought up and placed as minister. No, it sounds bad. No, let's tell you her history. She hasn't, even Oprah Winfrey has been willing to accept her past and the abuses she went through. Simona Brooms got to come and tell me her history. What motivates her to be so outspoken? She got to come tell people the stories about the Kaimoon. You know what the Kaimoon is? A bush whorehouse. That she then went on to after being a part of businesses like that, then went on busting up and skinning up the businesses and being seen as a person fighting for trafficking in person. Being a trafficker and then turning into the person who eradicate trafficking. Much respect to them. Nothing is wrong with being a part of a wrong thing, realizing or coming to realize it was wrong and working to eradicate it. Nothing is wrong with that. Respect to Simona Brooms for that. But don't come and pontificate to the world like you too haven't made mistakes in your past. Now imagine on a forum where we are going to attack or try to break down the budget to understand or eradicate corruption. And the gaff is stink mouth. Who got stink mouth? Because there's nothing of substance to say. The $1 trillion budget hit so hard, everybody running. This body shit down there. The body piss. You ever see a fucking frightened dog? In its fright, it pisses and shits while it's running. The $1 trillion hit, everybody calculate. No. Don't let me come up with something economically viable to explain this thing. There's nothing economically viable to explain. The do's and don'ts and the pros and cons of the budget can't be explained. It is confusing. It is frustrating. It's too much numbers to count. But the conversation is who got stink mouth and how stink mouth gonna bring hardships to the country. That's the conversation. Who got stink mouth? Here. Farmer minister, woman who sits and pontificates and talks about Christianity. All evil. If evil can be placed into something, this is the manifestation of evil. This is what it looks like. In its most refined form. Evil.
That 2024, this is the year for elections. I say we gotta live every day as if tomorrow is election day. So now is not time when you're looking to see who he should have been. Buckle up your shoes as you say, and start to run. You got to get yourself in order. This is not a time everywhere goes and hear somebody, and it's really hard to, and I said, what are you doing? You do, I do, what do we do? Can you imagine that we are stepping back and allow, I don't know who is, the ballot, to make a decision because everybody talking about the elderly. But by last year, that by 2025, our age pension will be 40,000. So he decides how we punish our elderly. We don't get up.
Now, if this is not evil, so Simone Brooms and the cabinet that she was a part of, did that do anything for the old age pensioners that would have been as significant as what is happening here now? What they did for the old age pensioners who were taking care of grandchildren who needed the cash grant to go to school, they took away the cash grant from them. That is what they did for old age pensioners. The old age pensioners can do projections in their life now because by 2025, they will be receiving $45,000. The evil woman that she is, she decided to take that and suggest to the old age pensioners that you should get it now. Bharat decide. Well, if you know economics, while you're building roads, you got a certain amount of money, and while you're building roads, and when you get your salary, what do? You look at it and see how best you can spend it. And then sometimes you make some adjustments and think, I want to throw in maybe a chocolate for my wife. I'll take it out from here. But this shows that this evil woman does not even have common sense. Because what she can't do is pit, she's just fresh minister of 5 years out of government. She can't pit this something that the PNC, the administration that she was a part of, did, that this government is not doing extremely well. She can't pit them. what they come and they look at what this government is doing and tell the people that is not enough for you, while totally negating the fact that they did nothing for 5 years. Listen, continue to listen. Listen to this.
That by 2025, next pension will be 40,000. So
now she listens to projections by an economist as to what old age pension is going to be like, which in 5 years now it will double, which did not happen, more than double, which did not happen in the 5 years tenure of the PNC, of which she was a part of. That there, what you're looking at is evil. Know that. When you see evil, what it looks like. Know that.
how we punish our elderly. We will get also
to suggest this is the punishment of the elderly. The punishment of the elderly will be to listen to these farces. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hello, morning. Critic,
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
you could help me. You called it the other day. You don't come because it's your government. You hear how you're talking for your government?
Where should I have come? Tell me, where should I have come? Where you wanted me? That I didn't come.
Albert Street.
What did you want me to come and do there?
Because they want you to come and highlight the council put we have them. I had no time with what we got to throw away, what we got
I
to say.
pass and I see a day, but somebody tell me you're selling a set of fucking stinking thing out there. When they go there, they want to eat from your thing. So the people got a reason for get rid of your scone from you. You're talking about outside of sleeping?
The body was just a pokey sting.
You want to stay out there, so you attack, you sell food and tax, so the people them say you got a set of fucking stinking things selling out there. What must come for? The people them give you a quota to clear out for the fucking people in place. Clear out for the people in place. Then they run by the egg ball stand there selling a set of stinking thing. I drive, I see she call it, critic, you ain't coming. So I telling the banner, say, I gotta go, this lady called me for highlight the story. They said the banner, so I been there, I didn't even want to buy from them. If you see how the washing thing over there doing out there, with the food out there. The mayor and city council get rid of I talking for me, because the mayor and city council is the government. Get out to the fucking people in place. Imagine them. Come here, we're talking, critic, you're talking. Yes, sir. Here that you want to buy food from them people? A lady should out by next to the egg ball stand. You call you not come as a God above me, no joke. The California came out with them lady selling a set of stinking thing. Let me call the man. Let me call the man.
That you have dialed is not within the serving area.
In a day. Right? The man said, lady selling a set of, I said, buy, he said, critic. So, Mr. Man, I'm supposed to go and highlight the thing for this lady. Right? Hello, good morning. Yeah. Let me go and highlight it for this lady. Yes, man, I hearing you.
You hear me?
I hearing you.
I'm not the person that used to sell before. I'm a different person. The one
No,
that
but use
used
the
to sell
person. Listen to me. The other day when I passed and you call off me, I didn't pick up. The blue pickup, you remember?
No, you wasn't in a pickup. No, you was on a motorbike.
Oh, yes. Well, the same buy. The Amarinium buy at the back of the bike, I said buy. I'm supposed to go highlight something for this lady.
Listen to me. I wasn't the person that ran in the stand before. I was a second person running the stand.
Oh, all right.
You
Safe.
understand? Cook them left, grab back thing.
But I still love a tack and fucking cost and low tack and so.
But because the fucking Anna and the Lal and the Barjack, they were all of them, they're in sleeping. A business, that's why they could do the because
Me might come and highlight, don't worry. So we don't get up on record, me come and fucking highlight now for truth. The lady with the auntie man with the back of cost who a gal and who a buy. So you guarantee you get the fucking attention where you want now. It's not them. We just think it's stand now. They're about change now. It's not them. How you go along with me? You feel like it's deposit count. I don't deposit shipping this. She call me got Anil and the Lal and all that thing there. They're not supposed to fucking be there. But meeting is not for do no job for sleeping. Me gotta give everybody the right for tax. Say what you gotta say. Hello, good morning.
Critic, I like the budget, but I'm disappointed.
You know what?
And what I'm saying.
You think your wife does feel some way the same time?
No, listen what I'm saying, man. the budget.
Hear what telling you, man. Hear what telling you. All right. Tell me where you're disappointed with.
Hear why the budget should be more big. We got the bridge across.
The budget should be more what?
The budget should be more big, but
Partner, hear what I'm telling you. Listen to me. Big man, relax your fuck yourself if you know what you're talking about.
All right.
Like you setting up Guyanese forget bug or what? Who we paying back the budget will be whole?
No, listen.
We get a budget 2 times. Banner, you got to take into consideration. This is not like we got this money we got, you know. A lot of time, the budget, they're budgeting what we plan to spend. A lot of time, these things are pitted against loans and so on, buddy.
I know, but quickly, listen what I say. We got a lot of lending agency. We have a lot of...
Partner, you're fucking... You know what you're talking about? You just called for tax conte this morning. When we take the debt, who paying it?
We got the fucking I go up squat the next 3-4...
No, but when... No, but here, man. Why don't you go and indebt your fucking self? Take a big loan for your house and take the money and start doing scunt with the hope that it's going to work out. You got to be prudent.
All right, listen what I'm saying, man. We got a bridge across from New Amsterdam to Rosenthal for Bill. We got a bridge from Suriname to Guyana for Bill. Let me do this thing in one breath. You hear the opposition talking squat?
No. Come on, man. Be realistic. What the fuck you talking, big man?
All right, man. I talking. Like
No. Here. I want to explain to you. I want to fuck you up alone and send you contact. Listen to me. Do you know at this time, we are incapable of meeting the demands for build these things, and so a lot of the whole back. The fucking road in here. When you drive, what's the last day you drive from East Bank?
I just drive on East Bank every other day, boy.
You drive in the East Bank, and truck after truck, they got 10 truck on one car. There is no space for the truck for come with the sand for the development we are talking about. You imagine now. By the way, you know a $34,000 load of sand at Diamond is $50,000 at BV and $80,000 in Region 5.
Yeah, no, I know them.
So when you put, like for instance, to build the harbor bridge, the Demerara Harbor Bridge at 200 to 300 million US, is 600 million for Barbies. Just because of material. How we moving it? When? Where? You understand? Then there is an economic thing that nobody's paying attention to. I never had reading fucking Kaicho what is going. We got this Dutch disease thing. If we grow faster, now you're developing I drive up on the highway, the Diamond to Thing Highway, and I'm calculating when all this road network really open up at our growth rate, the fact that the population is not getting bigger. You will be driving on lonely roads very soon because everywhere get a fucking road. You understand? You would have grown larger than you're supposed to be. Hold on, watch. I get an important call. Victor, talk to me. What happened?
Morning.
Morning, talk to me.
Victor.
What happened? What happened?
Me know this boy want for if you go about this new boy you come.
Yes, put him on. Nobody come to the office yet?
Yeah, Ali said they down there, but then I call you. Then they call you.
Yeah, put him on.
No, tell Ali say.
Need to get into work right away. I coming down there just now.
Okay, all right.
All right, right away. Simona Brooms. Simona Brooms. So this demon, this evil woman, trying to impress upon the old people how they're suffering. They didn't know they were suffering. They're so excited collecting the money, the extra money they get to spend, and then they realize, I'm suffering, I didn't know. Here.
Next pension will be 40,000. So here we decide how we punish our elderly. We don't get.
Bear in mind, the old age pension is higher and is the highest it's ever been from the beginning of time in Guyana. This evil woman decides to suggest Jagdeo deciding how to punish the old people by giving the old people more than they ever got in their whole life. And in my opinion, more than they deserve. Because a lot of people who taken out from this thing, like my mother, gets an old age pension. I don't think my mother ever paid fucking NIS. I don't think my mother ever paid. My mother. Don't let me go far. My mother. Don't let me go far. Me want nobody. Here is old people.
Hi, what's happening?
Hi, mommy. Morning. I can come and check you out later. I'm just trying to get an understanding of something. Have you ever had a job where you paid NIS?
Yes.
For how much years, sir?
First time I paid NIS was when I was at Winnie, and then I discontinued it because I used to have a job and don't have a job, have a job and don't have.
Does how much years at Winnie you would have paid NIS?
I ain't pay much by, must be about 2-3 times.
All right, mommy. Cool. Safe for her. We can talk later.
Talk later, bye-bye.
My mother receives old age pension. My mother. Don't let me go far. You hear how much time my mother pay? 2-3 times. But she's the recipient of old age pension. Listen to this evil woman telling the multitudes, some of who don't even deserve it. No. Rini is saying NIS and old age pension is two different things. But where you gonna come from? Good morning, Chief.
Critic, I just heard you. I just wanted to give you a little bit of guidance on this. There's two pensions. One is the NIS pension at 60, and there's another pension that comes at 60. Every single Guyanese, when you pass 65, you get the old age pension. That's old age pension.
Yes.
NIS pension, you get it at 60. So the old age pension is just, so long as you're a Guyanese and you're living in Guyana, and you pass 65, you're entitled to your old age pension. But the other one, which is your NIS pension, you get it at 60, but you have to then, of course, it is connected to how much NIS you pay.
Uncle Jerry.
One, how old is your mom?
She kept getting old age 60 something.
Yeah.
But your mom Uncle Jerry, hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. And when I started, I said, even people who don't deserve it. My mother did not even pay NIS in preparation to get something for herself, and has now been caught by the old age pension net that decide to give her something, even foregoing the fact that she never made any contributions to herself.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. She don't need, as long as she passed 65, it doesn't matter. She don't need to have paid or not paid.
I understand, Uncle Jerry. I understand there's a difference between the two. I am suggesting
Okay.
this old age pension, right, is at the discretion of a society who sees the need for social services to protect people. Right? Even the people who did not see the need to protect themselves. I am saying my mother was not even a contributor. She didn't foresee that here she can need a pension.
I am very upset with you because your mother deserves it. Your mother is a Guyanese who became 65 and she deserves it. No, you can't take it away from your mother. Your mother
I ain't taking it away from nobody. I am suggesting that this evil woman don't have no respect for what is being offered to the people, the social net. This evil woman here decide, oh, this is what they're doing for hold on people. If you ask me, mother, she's glad for it.
I called you to tell you that your mother deserves it, and there's nothing you can talk here to say she deserves. She pay NIS or not, your mother still deserves the pension. Goodbye.
All right, Uncle Jerry. All right. What me I say? Not like me have plan, me foresee, me start asking the accountants, how can I do something for my staff? If I have people that are going to be with me for an extended period of time, 10, 15, 20 years, that are going to build my company, what am I doing for them? What am I leaving them with? People maybe don't get me, understand me thought process, but here now, I brutally fair to myself. I could be unfair sometimes. Right? No, you do not understand the difference between the two. No, I do understand the difference between the two. One, you pay it and you get the returns. I am suggesting that the one is a safety net offered by the... Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Hello.
Quickly, buddy, talk to me.
Yeah, why these people don't ride off into the sunset? I just get fed up when I watching at these people's face, you know. Look at this lady face alone, you see Satan on it.
You see the class, them she got it, she showing what the class, and show the class. What them class she got it? What them class, that's the client to the poor people and disseminate the evil information. All right, buddy, thanks for your contribution.
This is Beelzebub self you're watching at.
Beelzebub? Who's Beelzebub?
Yeah.
Give me some.
Satan is Beelzebub, you know?
Beelzebub, No, but here I tell you, when I watch them, they say, everybody is blaming me that Satan is a man. I think Satan is a woman. The honest truth, I think Satan is a woman. Safe.
This is a...
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Critic, good morning.
Yes, sir.
I just want to add my piece to this NIS and Social Security stuff.
Yeah.
Now, Guyanese have got to understand that during the PNC's time, you had a benchmark. If you're earning so much, you can't get the Social Security, what we call old age pension.
Mm-hmm.
This government has removed that old tax.
Everybody gets it.
And so everybody is getting it now. You reach 65, you get it. With NIS pension, you work for 15 years, 750 contributions, and you get your NIS pension. I want to take this opportunity to encourage my Guyanese brothers and sisters, when they start working and when they're 16 or 18, to put something aside. Put something aside so that when you reach 65, you don't have to depend on the government to mine you. This is just something to supplement what you would have earned and save or something, brother.
Roger that.
You got to understand, this thing, the way how the PNC putting this thing over, as though as if people at 65, they're receiving a salary. What those people were doing from 18 to 65, you know?
Roger that.
Thank you
And
so
that is just the thing why I explained with my mother. And she said herself she paid 3 times. You understand?
Your mother's honest. I mean, your mother was honest.
No. Here, my brutal honesty comes from my mother. People don't know.
And the fact, Critic, if you did not reach the 750 contribution NIS, you get what you call a grant. You get a one lump sum, and that's it, because you didn't reach the required amount of contribution.
Roger that.
Honesty, you know?
Roger that.
Guyanese have got to understand, you know, this government, they're trying. They're trying to look at all increases all over the country you go.
Well,
my area,
trying is an understatement, sir. to produce consecutively budgets that have increased by sums that we cannot fathom and comprehend as a people.
Unbelievable.
You understand? Trying ain't cut it for suggest what it means.
And that same woman you have up there, that same woman there, you know, if you check.
You'd call it a woman? I think that is a man said it's Beelzebub.
The scholarship, check the scholarship and so on and see what it
I ain't reached to that.
You know,
she take more than anybody else. She take, what's the old age pension? Let me tell y'all how much old age pension she take. What's the old age pension now, sir? What's the amount now?
I think it's over $33,000, if I'm right.
$33,000. All right. Let me get straight into it. Beelzebub here. The devil incarnate in Guyana. Let me tell you how much she get. Hold on, let me get it up. I'm going to tell you how much she get. So she got a scholarship. Her family got a scholarship. She personally got a scholarship for $225,000 US. Now let's do some calculation. Simona Brooms got a scholarship when she was minister for $225,000 US multiplied by 218. It's $50 million. $50 million divided by 32,500. 1,500 old age pensioners. Money she get. 1,500. Beelzebub there. If them in the incarnate, if she's not the incarnate of evil, and I tell y'all today, the devil is a woman. The devil is a woman. It's not a man. You will start a national debate with the devil is a woman. And in Guyana, there's the devil. Hear the devil speak.
2025, our next pension going to be 40,000. So he decides how he punish our elderly. We don't get all too. So your family will be put 3,000 this year, Chanel. He come in 4,000 next year. And you mean to tell me we're going to need up on Facebook and complain? Come on! This is time for election. You got to drop up. Stop listening. You know, every time you send your alarm and you make a call, everybody got a different excuse. But we can only PPP if election day used to bring the change.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, partner. I get a call some numbers there just now with a scholarship.
225,000 US scholarship, 50 million Guyana dollar US scholarship to Simona Brooms.
You sure?
I am 100% sure. I'll be posting up the detail. I'll put it up.
Okay, there is one. When you get a scholarship from the government, let me say you're going to study aviation. Don't you have to give back something to the government? What she went and study, and what she giving back to the
Well, let me tell you, even the more worrying part of it, and I'll get into the details of that. And it doesn't fall without the ambit of the president's responsibility. The president, I'll get him blame here now. Right? You will see where his naivety affects us as a people. Right? Now, here was the funny thing. When you get a scholarship that costs the government so much money, it is given to high performers to extend their studies. What high performance would have Simona Brooms done? Now again, the 225,000 US is Simona Brooms' scholarship. We didn't get into one of her children's scholarship. Between one of Simona Brooms' children and herself, they got $100 million.
My God, that money, what they could do for poor people, right?
You understand?
Look how much,
That would have looked after
overseas and those surgeries.
3,000 pensioners at this time. But it was handed down to 2 people alone, Simona Brooms and her son. The devil incarnate. Let me get into this thing here.
Then listen, I don't know what happened. You forget the days we walked the streets. We cut by the cord. We always got to struggle and take a movement to move these bastards.
Now, when she said to move these bastards, I go back to a time when President Ali, the little more heavier, just come into power. Right? And through one of his ministries, it was brought to his attention. Hello, good morning.
Critic.
Yes, sir.
Morning. She gets scholarship, but how much you rent your son husband every month for 500,000 a month? Hello?
I ain't get you. I ain't understand what you.
Her son house, make the government rent the son house for $500,000 every month.
No, but these people are scammers. They're rip-offs.
When they going to move shares, it's a share moving because son house. All them things.
No. So when President Ali came in, was but still a fat boy, came into power in 2020, it was brought to his attention that some of them PNC acolytes get scholarship, which they were not deserving of, because you know you get scholarship in Guyana? You know you're supposed to get a scholarship based on the deserving merits of it. Now you want to know what it means? High performers, highly academically skilled students who can't afford, obviously, can't afford $50 million. That is how you get it. You have to be a high performer. What high performer Simona Brooms is? Can we say today Simona Brooms would have completed that course and afforded the Guyanese an opportunity to be proud of her, that she completed and graduated from that course, or is she still in the process of going through that course? Can we say today is 3 years in the next administration? Did she get it in the last year? Did she get it in 2019? Did she get it in 2018? When did she get it? So the amounts are here. You could screenshot this and use it. This is factual information. So let's focus on this two here. Bachelor's degree in chemistry and biology. Simona Brooms. Bachelor's degree in biology. There's Howard University for Simone Brooms. Duration 4 years. She got it in 2017. Completed December 2020. Now, when the president heard of this, it was brought to his attention, and the people who tell me. It was brought by man, these will send a certain money. This is corruption. The people from the ministry who saw this given to them. You know what the president said? The president said, no, man. You can't stop somebody from getting an education And our government, my government, I don't want to see, this is what the people are telling me. He doesn't want people to see his government as vindictive, and he doesn't want to be acting a manner as vindictive. The president. Today, Simona Brooms comes back to haunt the president. Troy Brooms, bachelor's degree in biology, Florida State University, duration 4 years. Hello, good morning.
Critics.
Yes, buddy.
Is now you know about those scholarship?
No, I've known about it all the time.
Good, because if you could recall...
Actually, when it was brought to my attention, and the president is not, but I could be vindictive and conniving when I get ready. When it was brought to my attention, I said, get so core, want them to investigate it and so. And the president basically told the people, yes, we do not operate in such a manner, and we have to facilitate people's education. But I was watching the sum. This is a fortune.
Good. I don't know. I think it was the second year in office. David Granger himself say this. His ministers them have to be well paid, and in order for them to be well paid, they have to be well educated and so on.
And at the time, he gave them Simona Brooms the education she did not have.
Simona Brooms and Ferguson, and a lot of them gained scholarship from the then administration. Right? It was out. I don't know how people seems to forget these things. I think down to Simona Brooms' son.
I have that up here. Troy Brooms.
So
he got 135,000 US in the vicinity of 30 million Guyana dollars.
That's part of let me say the roadside. Let me touch a little bit about the bush side now. Simona Brooms had a goal operation which was under her. She had to give it up to her son after she hold the minister post. How people could forget about these things. 2 months, a couple months after, she sent in 2 brand new Doosan excavator. Long reach.
She still capitalized on her opportunity as minister to gain personal gain. Now, the honest truth is a lot of people do that. If people are progressive, right? They come from a business background. Trump didn't stop his business when he became president of America. What he did, he transferred the business to other people. But you can't be seen as using your position, because Simona Brooms shut down many mining operations in the interior, right?
Exactly. Yes.
To the benefit of her mining operation. That is where the illegality come in. So thanks for your input, buddy, and I got a next caller. Yeah, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning, Miguel. One of the points from what you're saying here, all right? Miss Brooms, as every other minister, receives their salary as employees of the government by the taxpayers' contribution. All right? She has a pension to collect. All right? And you can go on a platform as you're talking about, as you're simulating them to Christians and stuff like that. These people ain't got no fear of God in them, because she has a pension to collect. They had 5 years in government, didn't do nothing across the board, and had the audacity to come on a rally and talk like if Jack Dios Pharaoh. Who's these people, buddy?
My brother, this morning, I tried to encapsulate in a few words or a sentence what they are, and I can tell you there's no other explanation than suggesting that they are the epitome of evil, and that woman is the devil. The devil is a woman.
All right? I don't understand. These people got belly by. These people ain't got no shame. You know? How
could you do that? Every one of them in the opposition, while they're in government, whatever you receive a salary, they're workers for us. That's what they're elected for. And you got a tax, you got a pension to collect. But they keep on doing what you're doing, and we fight the good fight, right?
Roger, brother.
Take care.
Now, you look at this, there will be no answer and explanation to this. There is no explanation to this. Simona Brooms benefited from 50 million Guyana dollars for a scholarship, duration 4 years. Troy Brooms, a bachelor's degree in biology, completed in 2020 to the tune of about 30 million Guyana dollars. Just under 30 million Guyana dollars. And that's the reality of these people. Sarubu Haley got a $10,000 scholarship. Nicolette Henry Pagwali got a $50,000. This is US we're talking about. And Annette Ferguson benefited from a $10,000 scholarship. Right? So it's important for one to understand the context of which we are talking. And the fact that this here is an evil woman could only be likened to the devil himself. Listen to what she had to say.
Listen, the past to talk about.
Hello, good morning.
Critic, these people are they serving the government. I know when the government gives you a scholarship, you got to come back and serve the government.
Highly unlikely. I don't think they're serving the government.
Well, they have to repay the money. If they cannot serve the government, repay the money.
You listen to what I'm telling you. This thing here, even before, you got to turn on the thing in the background there, man. Everybody's the same shit. Turn on the thing in the background there.
Yeah. No.
You got to turn it down or turn it off. You want to hear yourself?
Yeah, that's it.
Good. So, even before you attain a scholarship, you would have to be rightfully so deserving. That is the problem. And I can tell you, Simona Brooms and her son are not deserving. Not by the fact that you have not come and served for us to benefit back from you, by the fact that they're not high performers and deserving. You know what this government do? This government stopped watching at high performers. Let me give you some statistics. So from 2020, so far, not government, not anybody specific. Let me see where the information is.
The law say that you must repay or you can't leave. Them teachers that go to Sirapata College,
they got a thing. So,
they can't leave the country, them down there, they pay back and all.
As a result of the Gold Scholarship, of which so far all regions have received, 2 years, 30,000 people have received from the Gold Scholarship. No. Hold on. 21,442 persons have received the Gold Scholarship from 2021 to 2023. And there will be well over 30,000 people who would receive the Gold Scholarship by 2025. This is to the tune of $5 billion. 20-something thousand people. Right? Budgeted this year for the Gold Scholarship that all Guyanese, any Guyanese, Indian, Black, Amerindian, Chinese, Portuguese, and mixed can access from any region in the country It is budgeted $4 million for this year, the gold scholarships that goes right across the board, not discriminating between any Guyanese.
Yeah, but my point is you must repay the government. You must come serve the government or repay your money if you cannot function as a servant to the government.
Well, correct? Simona Brooms has now come back to destroy, as the destroyer of governments.
The law is there that if you cannot serve the government, you have to pay back your money. Let the law do its course. Anyway, sir, you're saying about your mother pension. Your mother pension, NIS pension has to come from you. She takes your time and look you after. You're beating up the woman about...
No, I ain't beating she up. What I'm saying, she herself has to be thankful for what she's getting, because in her limited wisdom, she did not make preparations for herself. So you got this, this social net.
You want that take your time, so you look after the NIS, government look after the woman.
No, I got she covered. She covered.
All right, brother.
She's one of the few women could say they give birth to a billionaire.
All right, so take it easy. And please, give double her NIS pension from you. Double. Later, bro.
Safe. Yeah. So listen to this demon.
Neither President Hill, Vice President Hill, Prime Minister of Evil.
Yeah, and she's the devil. I didn't listen to this thing, I didn't know she used terms like evil. I don't listen. What I hear and I respond to immediately. And the devil, Simona Brooms over from the PNC side.
The Prime Minister, and he is the leader of devils. So we got the whole entourage, and I want you to take this seriously. So you cannot operate in a normal mode. This is not a normal situation.
No, this evil woman who has gotten so much for herself from misleading and deceiving people even when she was in power, come now to incite people. You should not act in a normal mood. Where is the Guyana police? That's the problem I got with this country now. This is the problem I got with this country. The Guyana police force lack the capacity and the ability to identify illegality. This is inciting public terror. We can't act in a normal mode, inciting people.
Listen, the past to talk about hell of itself. Neither President Hill, Vice President Hill, Prime Minister of Evil, someone working in the office of the Prime.
This is a continued attitude of black leaders. They have no substance. Local black leaders. They have no substance. Now you have a budget. Can we decipher the budget and suggest that this doesn't make sense? The number doesn't make sense. This might be a corrupt act being enacted here. This is not economically viable. Can we safely say these things? But these persons who consider themselves to be black leaders and they're brought up out of the PNC, the belly of the PNC, only see in their people's weaknesses and ignorance and try to incite that. Now, this is before what will be budget debates today. Can we ignite a thought process in the people that would allow them to think, initiate positive thoughts of why is so much money being spent here and not here? Here, this evil woman, and I'm saying the devil is a woman. Look at it.
Listen, the past to talk about hell of itself. Neither President.
That is how they apply to the Christian community.
President Hill, Prime Minister of Evil.
Nothing of substance.
Someone working in the office of the Prime Minister, and he is the leader of devils.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Critic.
Yeah, buddy.
I trust you had a wonderful weekend. But anyways, let me tell you, you know what hurts me the most as a Guyanese who live overseas is that in 2024, people or supporters, I should say, of the PNC are still gullible. Imagine these people went in half his money. These people do the cards. They lie, and they still could come publicly now and lie when you have actual evidence showing that they lie and people still believe. And this is what hurt me the most. Like, people still gullible, bro. All right, anyways, enjoy your day, bye.
It is unfortunate that the ignorant of the facts are who this evil lady preys on. Listen, so someone who government of a past spent $50 million on educating comes and tell people this.
Election day used to bring the change that we are calling for. Then listen, I don't know what happened. You forget the days we walk the streets, we cut by the cord. We always got to struggle and take a movement to move these bastards. Listen, the pastor talk about
the pastor. This is the ignorance that is being perpetuated to the multitudes. While budgets of massive amounts never seen before are being laid before Parliament, nobody sees it fit to decipher what is going on. Let's be realistic. Are they grabbing too much? How do we benefit from this? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. How do we benefit from the budget? How do we capitalize on opportunities presented by the budget? And it is not our job to come and say that. It's not our job to come and talk for the PPP. She's supposed to be deciphering. This makes no sense. Hello, good morning. Hello. I block you more this country. You want waste me fucking time. You hearing me clear and you are up. No, don't worry though. I was gonna fuck up the devil today. You can. I will fuck the devil up today. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Critic.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Mamty, I just block you like you're fucking retarded. You hear a morning.
No, sorry, sorry, brother.
Well, get to the point quick.
No, I was trying to inform you his daughter, his son get scholarship, not she.
She daughter? So the daughter named Simonto?
Yes, the daughter and his son, not she.
Oh. Well, I know saying that was a waste of education. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, brother.
Yeah, talk to me.
Here what happened. Critics have done a very good job exposing these people. A lot of people like me and others don't know what going to go along in the PMC. Thanks. But thanks very much for like what he's doing right now.
All right, Chief. Cool.
Thank you, brother. I'm from Puerto Rico. My name is Harry.
All right, Chief.
Good. Bye.
So, now me I say, how you spend $50 million, this is the result you get, this kind of ignorance. But it's not a lady, she daughter. Me and I gotta be highlighted. And me should have picked it up because the name is Simone. She's Simona. Hear the devil speak. Here was me problem. How does this translate to having the people understand where they are not being served properly? President Hell, Prime Minister of Hell, Prime Minister of Devils and all kind of thing. Where does it translate in effectively explaining to the people how they could get more or how they're not being served properly by this present government?
Vice President Hill, Prime Minister of Evil, someone working in the office of the Prime Minister, and he is the leader of devils. So we got the whole entourage situation. This is not a normal situation. So it calls for an unnormal kind of behavior.
No, but her behavior of listing people as devils in hell is normal. She pontificates normal behavior. Her behavior is normal. The hypocrites, I am convinced the woman is a devil and the devil is a woman. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir. How can I be of help to you?
Good morning, Mr. Critic. I'm watching you live and I'm seeing this. This is the same woman that goes on her Facebook Live. She attacks you, she attacks Tapui, and then she calls herself Prophetess Simona Broom. Let's get down into how she gets this title, Prophetess Simona Broom. A lot of these people, and Guyanese need to wake up and realize that you don't need to go to church to read your Bible. A lot of these people, they come from a fraction, and you can do your investigation if you wish. I can call names. I have no licks to collect.
Please do.
Simona Brooms, Annette Ferguson, Shara Duncan, what that other one name? Joseph, Nicolette Henry. All these people come from a fraction of a church that goes by the name First Assembly of God Church in Wortmanville. Even the pastor, when Granger was in power, the head pastor, Raphael Messiah, was appointed the head of GPO at the register office. It's a cesspit. It's a cesspit of them. It is a cesspit of them. So you see this nonsense, she's on a platform calling President Irfan Ali the devil and Prime Minister Mark Phillips evil and whatever she wants to call Comrade Dr. Barra Jagdeo. She needs to look herself in the mirror because I don't know which part of her. If you go on her Facebook now, Mr. Critic, you'll see she's calling herself Prophetess Dr. Simona Brooms. I don't know which part of this lady look like a prophetess. She might look like a pig, a swine, or a shrooms, but she look like no prophetess to me. That's all I have to say. I'm very upset with her rhetoric.
I would not want to be your enemy because you put some distasteful words in a nice package and deliver. So thank you very much for your input.
You see, you soft on them, Critic. When she went cussing you out and calling you a fraud and old tapui and kickback and nonsense, you didn't address it. When she went on live with
if it's personal, when they're personal, I don't worry about it. But I can't know that they're lying to the multitudes and not come and educate them. But if it's me, I keep my mouth shut because you know what the extent is a bruise to my ego. My ego is not so big. I have some quotes that I came across that explains me and my attitudes and my mannerism, and I'll play one now.
I'm proud of you. I would like to say this. I'm proud of you. I've always supported you since you selling juice with those kids and you top up. I am proud of you. You come a far way and don't have no time to worry with this self-proclaimed prophetess. You have a good day.
Raja, ma'am. So I came across this on the internet.
In the position.
And I found it interesting because this is how I played my game, right? And I was taken aback. I said, man, this is something I should impart with the people. Because how this man put it over, I could not have put it over for years now.
If you want to survive in any position, you have to act like a fool in most cases. Because if people think you are very sharp, they'll bring you down very, very quickly. So sometimes I survived because I pretended to be foolish. And again, I knew that working in such a position, it attracts jealousy and envy, not only from people you do not know, even from your relatives. Because you see, where there is power, and there is money, and there is influence, always people tend to envy you. There's a lot of jealousy. So actually you have to use a lot of strategies. Sometimes deceit, sometimes you have to tread very carefully. If you want to survive.
It sounds funny, but it brings tears to my eyes, you know. And an individual that I consider to be a great man, you know. We were having a discussion at the time, and I said, man, you know, I am as a madman. I just doing me thing. And he said, that game has been long played out. You need to stop playing the fool. Nobody in the right senses think you're a fool. And then I realized immediately that the PNC was not in the right senses, because they take me for a fool. For all the time, they treated me like I was a fool. And I knew my persona and, you know, played out. And I looked at them, and another man told me, you're not a fool. Stop playing the fool. And I was like, how can you see that? How can you identify that? He says, no fool plans the way you plan. No fool is as meticulous as you are. No fool is as consistent as you are. And no fool has lasted as long as you have lasted. You're no fool. You play the fool. And this is a game a lot of you might have to learn. Right? Like old people used to say, play dead for see what funeral you're going to get. But when, you know, climbing the ladder of success, playing the fool is one of the easiest games and sure games to play. Play the fool. Everybody, what? Play the fool. Right? So we had an accident recently, and this is happening too many times. Really ridiculous. The speeding in the road is not stopping. And I don't know if the individual has died, but he was seriously injured at the time of the accident. And these guys just be racing these bikes on the road. It's ridiculous. So he broke up and twist up. It's likely that he might have died as a result of his reckless behavior. We have to look at our roads and be more careful on our roads and mindful of other road users. Right? I think that is about what I want to talk about for the day. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Critics.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, so I just wanted to say something real quick, and, you know, after I say whatever I said, you could, you know, whatever you got to say, I will listen to you too, right?
Cool.
So I'm hearing you speaking about these government officials that's basically using, you know, their position for personal gain. The PPP was doing the same thing too. So I don't know why you're being, you know, one-sided. The PPP was doing the same thing. You was talking about these people are devils. Nigel, the government official in the PPP, Nigel, he's a rapist. His father's a rapist. It's known. It's documented. So I don't know why
do you have receipt of these documents?
No, listen what I'm saying to
No. You are saying that is documented. Now, for instance, when I say Simona Brooms has benefited, it so happens our daughter and son has benefited from scholarships. I have documented proof. When you're suggesting these things, there is no documented proof, because you know why? Anybody everybody who got some evidence against them, at some point in time, once the evidence exists, it comes up on this program. Nothing shies away from this program, no matter who it is.
Okay. So Nigel is not a devil too from the PPP critics? He's not a rapist? He's not a rapist.
So are you representing what Simona Brooms has done?
No, I'm not saying I'm representing anybody, critics. I didn't vote for nobody. I'm just saying fair is fair. You know the PPP had
no, but when
I was doing stuff for their own personal gain, critics. You know that.
So just list a few.
Like
quick. Here now, quick. 5.
I understand your position.
5 instances. 5 instances that the PPP.
You know.
And here now, 5 factual instances that the PPP was uncovered. The PPP using things for their personal gains. 5. Quick.
Critics, listen to me. You don't listen. You just being one-sided because...
Partner, here now. You have the opportunity. You have the platform. You said, you know, we know, all of us know that the PPP have used things for the personal gain. Give me one instance. One instance. One evidentiary instance.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
What the fuck you asking me? You telling me I don't know nothing. You tell me and I can say yes or no.
PNC doing, bro, you say like it's only PNC. They the only
son, nobody is perfect. Partner, we just there all the time. We all just come with this fucking delusion. I voted for the PNC. I campaigned for the PNC. I voted for the PNC based on the fact that I was told the PPP was corrupt and I believed.
Okay, but Jagdeo give you a contract, that's why you acting like that. You're not talking bad about them.
There's the next thing. Where is the evidence? You got to bid for a fucking contract. Jagdeo don't give contracts. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Critic.
Yes.
Permit me to address the previous caller that called there just now. I would not sit down and watch your program. I'm a fan of your program and allow somebody to slander someone's name. Former Minister Nigel Damrell, Comrade Nigel Damrell, who is a leader in the People Progressive Party, and I am William, by the way, was never convicted for raping anybody.
My brother is here. Me asking for. I'm asking for the evidence.
I heard you, but I want to tell him he seems to suffer from some kind of form of retardation.
No, but this is what Simona Brooms also play to. A delusional people play Christianity and evil and devil.
Yeah, they suffer with delusions of grandiose. But let me just say this thing. Minister Damrell, Comrade Damrell, has been a very great minister, and he will be back there. Hopefully, I'm praying that they put him there in 2025. He was never convicted of any rape. An allegation was leveled against him. I want to know why they're talking about all the nonsense with Patterson, with Trotman, and every one of them. Everybody seems to suffer with short-term amnesia.
No, what happens? Let me tell you what happens. So today, I'm talking about Simona Brooms as a result of what Simona Brooms said. I don't pit things against, like I did a comparative analysis of the treatment of the PNC and the PPP of Guyanese during the COVID time and how they dealt with it.
And we're far better. And let me just say this. I just got a letter from this Gold Scholarship telling me that I qualified, and congratulations. When I had applied, Mr. Critic, I'll tell you this here. I don't know if calling is the minister's hearing. I had applied for a house lot. Back then was Annette Ferguson. Well, Miss Valerie Patterson was there. And I must say, I'm a PPP, but Miss Patterson treated me very well. Miss Valerie Patterson, she listened to me. She asked to see the documents, and she told me, she said, son, right now they don't have any house lot. Because she told me this personally. She said the government have not even started to do anything. This is when they had parliament there. I said, all right, I went back to Annette Ferguson. Annette Ferguson told me to my face, you there wearing your red jersey in front of Freedom House and them marching with edges and everything.
They're as victory as that, yes.
Will you come into me and ask me for house lot? Well, I must say this. In 2021, I got my house lot.
And I must say, I'm grateful to Colin and the Vice President and His Excellency Irfan. But these hypocrites that calling themselves preachers of Jesus Christ, they would never see government again. My God.
Not in my lifetime. And this calling and say, you gotta get the evidence. What happened to this? Does the hair say? Not to say things wrong weren't done. You understand? But you ever see I say, oh, Simona say? I play where you say. It coming out of Simona Broom's mouth himself. Hello, good morning.
Morning, brother.
Yeah, my brother, quickly.
Yeah, you and I go back till to COVID to match them up. This budget right here now, exposing them even more, right? The mentality, they don't have the vision, they don't have nothing, right? Because what the government doing with the budget and they condemning it. First thing, they condemn infrastructure, right? If you don't have road, how you gonna reach to the hospital? How the food gonna reach to you? How the planting material gonna reach to the field? You know, so they don't have vision. So you gotta go back all the way and this government only start using money from the oil resource last year, right? Or the year before, whichever one. It's slipped me right now. But they had a vision. You know, oil gonna bring money, so you could go and start investing. They could have do the same thing, right? Just like the government before. But you go further back in the 20th years, they destroyed the country, right? The same government that is in their PPP government build the country from scratch without money. When they take over 2015, they had money. What the government put there. Or what they do, they can buy new fancy vehicles. They can put money for eat in parliament, you know. So
I hear you, bro. Safe.
All right, brother, continue. I know you're about to come off.
So guys, we got call it a day. I think we've had an interesting day. The last caller, the caller was saying, Nigel, and you're dealing with an issue at hand, and why don't I go back? These fucking people are delusional. Now, you say never vote. But they sit. This is barbershop gaff and rum shop gaff. They're delusional. These are the delusions that have been planted in the head by black leaders because they don't have, you know, they just want position. They don't possess leadership qualities. When you call in who Jumbi, whatever, that lady is evil. Simona Brooms is the devil incarnate.
Thank you, madam. So when you go back to London, you got to go back to London with a message that if you want to see the difference got to take place now.
So, no election war gonna make a difference. That lady is evil and is the devil. Tell them I say so. Peace out.